started.
We shall never do what?
We shall never lose hope. We shall make it to the top. Victories on our side. So
that's
the lyrics of the Uganda Cranes.
That is very good.
That's good.
We either
win or they lose.
It gives morale to the players.
Yeah.
But
the coach made changes. From a coach's perspective, there are principles we always look out for. And I told you, when a team has a very bad performance, it is a must that you ring changes. That is one of the things we do. Sometimes even when you don't know what changes to do, you must make changes to re-energize them, and he did that. And then he asked them to go on the front foot and play football, take the game to Guinea. They were aggressive, they were very motivated. They worked well with the 12th player, which for me was man of the day, the fans. And in the end, we took control of the game, and we never let go. Halftime, we said Guinea was not going to cope with us physically, and you could see in the second half, we managed the first 25 minutes. Then later, the coach did bring changes, and our firepower then took us forward. And at that time, they had no answer. They had no answer. So it was a very, very good display. The fans rallied because nobody expected the fans to come back in those numbers. They came back. They believed in the team. This is what we call patriotism, and this is what you want to do. When the fans come, you repay them that way. The boys have done a fantastic job. 3 points. They have erased the goal difference that was negative. Now they are good to keep dreaming. The dream is alive to get out of the group. But for now, we should be happy that we got back. We won our game, and now the confidence is back.
I know Christian Bagal enjoys fancy in her life. Everything she does, she enjoys fancy. Even in her journalism trade, she actually enjoys fancy. I'm going to task her, which of the 3 goals was the most beautiful?
Oh, I'll go with the Hunter's goal. I'll go with the Hunter's goal. He Watambala passes the ball to him. He controls with the left foot, then dashes it into the net with the right foot. And to me, I think that was very exceptional, very planned and scripted. And who saw that coming? Because he is a player coming on with the team. Because one time I was talking with a coach, Sam Simba, and he told me as a coach, the most comfortable but rather discomfortable score is to be leading 2-0. You think you're winning, but then just 1 goal can disorganize your entire strategy. Then before you even realize, it is now 2-2, and you can easily lose the game. So to me, I'll go with the last goal, but credit to Alan Okello and of course Regan for opening the scoring for the Cranes, and then Alan Okello, that beautiful penalty. I thought he's just going to move back, but no sooner had the referee told him to kick the ball than he kicked the ball into the net. So to me, I think all the goals were beautiful, but I will go with the last goal.
All right, but Haruna Chove, we saw a fan at some stage when Alan won the penalty, an SC Villa fan donned with a kit, but yelling that Alan name. What does sport and football in particular mean for this country?
That's the beauty of football. And it was a very good moment seeing a sports club Villa fan screaming out Alan Okello's name. Yeah. That was brilliant.
And especially because it's a civilian.
Exactly. But what a way. Yeah. What a response after humiliating defeat. 3 points in the bag, 3 goals to the good, back into contention, moving into second position. Everything was perfect today. Like we said, the many questions which were asked when the lineup came out, I think have now been answered by the performance on the pitch, because many questioned the changes within the lineup, but at least now, like we said, the coach now takes the credit for the changes. Okay. And with this win comes 1.2 billion Ugandan shillings from the big man, the first person of Uganda, the fountain of honor. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's a moral boost. But what does this mean? Having gone to 3 points, it's now Algeria in first position. Yeah. It implies we are going to battle out for the second position with South Africa. Because the way it is, I don't see Guinea or even Niger.
Open.
Yeah, it's still open, but I don't see Guinea or even in Niger beating up on what? on Algeria, or even getting a result out of the other 2 matches. Then on our side, Niger, I believe that will be a done and dusted match. So we will go into the Algerian game with 6 points on our account. Then even in South Africa itself, I believe they will have to overcome this Guinea and the Niger. Yeah. Because for them, they have already played Algeria, which to me are the favorites to progress as number 1. Okay. So it will now leave us to battle for second spot with the South Africa. But this is a very, very perfect response, and I believe it will even boost the confidence of these boys more. But Barnes today, like Ijiba has said, the fans were very passionate.
Can I request you guys? Let's give them. Let's give them.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the fans today. It's been amazing. I wish we keep it like this. It's been very amazing. I think
like they call them the 12th player.
The 12th player.
Today they really showed exactly that.
Why it's that? And Uganda has been exemplary to the world. But
they showed that they didn't pay attention to the first.
Absolutely. Mujib Kasule, you are a coach, a high-level coach. What do you tell the players? Because on Monday we went down. Today on Friday we are up. But we've got tomorrow and Sunday to recover for a Niger game, because that is now what we look at. The boys are excited. You saw the lap of honor of sorts. You need to agree with that. But talk to us about the two scenarios.
Yeah, of course, Monday was a bad night for all Ugandans. And throughout social media, you've seen the radio stations. The fans were not happy with the way we played, and they showed their displeasure. And the players were meant to know that that was not acceptable. But the fans have shown that they now know football and they understand it. We win together and we lose together. They knew that we are going to do our part. Have you come back? Have us come back, and then we see what you can do. And after playing so well, I think it was right for players to thank their fans for coming. Alan also thanked them very clearly. But for the coach, you have to refocus the team immediately, because this is a tournament. You want them to be happy, you want them to be excited, but you don't want them to overdo it, because now overconfidence all of a sudden can take us back. So focus them, get them out of the stadium, let them go rest, and then start planning for the next game, because the group is still tight and it's going to get tighter. So you need to focus them. Okay, we're excited, we're happy, but let's not take it too far. Let the boys not be thinking about now. It is difficult, but they shouldn't be thinking about the money, because now it's now theirs. We all know. So, but focus them on the next game. Get those 6 points. Go into the last game with South Africa if they can also match our points, and then we see how. But for now, focus on winning against Niger, and you wait for the rest of the things to pan out.
Yeah, Peace Dian and Chobe, unfortunately we've got a minute between you, because the UBC normal programming has got to continue, and football come back tomorrow. But 30 seconds, let me allow you to seal this for us. 30 seconds.
My word goes to the fans. I don't think I have to say anything, because you've showed us that you can be there. Let's all be there again on Monday, and we dream with the boys, because we're chasing history, and at a certain time history is going to stop and we catch it.
Chobe, 30 seconds.
Just like I've said, now in second position, focus should be on the next one against Niger. They might look as the underdogs of the group, but it's now very important to get them out of the way. So all the focus, everything must work towards winning on Monday. That has to be our ultimate goal.
Abantu bechenjejo mukuyu mwebare muno okuhangira UBC TV football. Muzeiti Nkasimire Gregory, we thank you very much. You've been a big fan of us since we started this podcast around early in the day. But football continues tomorrow. It's going to be Group C, the one in Tanzania. Central African Republic up against Mauritania, and the Tanzanians will play Madagascar in the late kickoff. Some of these colleagues of mine will be here tomorrow, but there is a gentleman who appreciates the three of you. He's called Mr. Sendrijat Julius. He is in Katikamu North, that is Luwero district. He appreciates all your efforts. Thank you very much, Ugandans, for being a part of us. Absolutely.
Uganda somehow has been many times in this situation where they have had a very bad game and recover to win the next game. We have seen it in AFCON qualifiers, in the World Cup qualifier, where they have a very bad game, then go on to win the second one when everybody is starting to wipe them out. Guinea looked good in their first match when they were beating Niger. But in their display, there were areas where you think Uganda would be able to compete with them quite well. They also not as experienced as we are, but they have the energy, they have the trickeries, but they are not very direct.
I've been around forever. But for the record, I started watching football in 1986.
Yeah. So that's the most memorable game we have ever played with Guinea. It ended up 4-4. In fact, it was Tabula, Chambade, Majidumusi, and Yasani Mubiru. It had the likes of Makake Magumba, Andrew Fimbo Mukasa. They were very young. Ibrahim Sekaja. So, but the most recent one, it's the Alan Okello free kick. I think every Ugandan knows that. It was at Namboole. Alan Okello put in a brilliant free kick to win that game 1-0.
Especially for me, the fans, I think we need to give credit to these fans.
Yes.
The Ugandan fans today, especially in the previous game, they proved to CAF that we must have either the final or the opening game for AFCON 2027. Surely. Because they appreciated the football that was played. They rallied behind both teams, like Mujib you said. Please, Mujib, talk about the fans really today at the stadium. In the Algeria-South Africa game.
They have been good. They seem to be enjoying football. Yeah. They like teams that play a certain way. That's why they have enjoyed this game, because both teams were playing football that Ugandans want to relate with. Even the first game, they came out in numbers. You would think that today they were not going to come back, but they have come back to be behind the team and push it over the line. But likewise, in Kenya, it's the same thing. In Tanzania, it's the same thing. And it is getting crazier there because they are getting the results to match the fans' energy.
I would like to thank Ugandans for being a part of us. Please do again tomorrow if you can. But the news is up next with Patricia Lukomwa. See you. Lukomwa. Hey. Yeah, she's Lukomwa. Then there's an anchor called Michael Jordan Lukoma. Okay.